outside all day with their friends, riding bikes, catching lightning bugs, all the way up until the streetlights came on. Or until you heard your parents calling your name from the front porch, and man, could you hear them blocks and blocks away. Where people said things to each other instead of about each other. People could solve their differences without constantly harassing someone online. It's like people don't remember what life was without the internet. And the internet has 100% ruined this generation. I remember when I was younger, before the internet became such a big thing. You know, you'd get into little fights with your friends. You guys would actually fight and then be your best friends again within days. But now, people are so concerned about their image online that they will literally tear someone else's life apart with words just to make themselves look better. People used to think stalking was just like someone following you home from school. Someone following you place to place to place. But now, it doesn't just have to be physically. It could be online. It could happen electronically. They could watch all of your social media to figure out the things you like and then take them for their own. They can take everything you do in your own life and somehow make it into a competition. They feel like since they are online that they are protected. That is not the case. Not at all. You can get in trouble for harassing and stalking someone online. It is possible, and if you are being stalked or harassed or cyberbullied online, do not let anyone tell you that nothing can be done, because it can be. Like, there's no need for these kind of things to even be happening. The internet just made it easier for people to have access to things the society already disturbed. Like pedophiles, they don't just have to go to the park to watch your children. They can find kiddie porn online. It's just, the internet, has good things about it, but there's also so much bad. People compare their lives to everything that they see online. So, Sally's posting about going to the beach. Now she just got a new car, or she's pregnant, and, she's getting married. Now Shirley is upset because she doesn't have any of these things. But Shirley doesn't know that Sally also had a few miscarriages, kissed a few frogs, before she got her happily ever after. Or Shirley doesn't know that Sally's soon-to-be husband has cheated on her so many times, or has beaten the shit out of her to the point where she almost died. people do not post the bad things going on in their lives because everyone wants to look like they are happy and that their lives are great. I personally, I've done that before, but I have become comfortable with posting exactly what's happening with me. Like, I have no problem telling people exactly what I'm up to, exactly how I felt. I've posted about surgeries I've needed done. Surgeries that a lot of people would have been crushed by. I've talked about miscarriages. I've talked about self-harm. I've talked about losing my freaking mind and wanting to hurt myself. I've talked about the lowest points in my life. Not because people need to know it, but because life isn't all rainbows. And someone's got to break the cycle. Someone has to let others know they're not alone. I have been dealing with a stalker for so long now. And I've tried so many times to get the situation to just end. I've tried to let it go. I've tried to move on. I've been to court. And it's like every time I feel a sense of relief. They have to try to get my attention. They have to try to pull me back in. And I've finally realized that I'm just gonna have to let them believe that I am the bad guy. I mean, I'm done trying to convince them otherwise. You cannot convince these type of people of anything, even if it's the truth. To them, you are the devil, and you always will be. And as sad as it is, I've learned to accept the fact that, they're always going to be watching me, no matter what I'm doing. And that's just how it's going to be. But I promise myself that I'm not putting up with it. I'm not going to stand by idly and let someone try to destroy everything I've fought hard for. And I'm not going to let someone continue to threaten me or my family, my education, my career, my livelihood. No matter how many times they try to mock it and steal it, flip the script. Self-defense is not a crime. And, that's all I have to keep reminding myself of. Me defending myself against the bullshit that I encounter is not a crime. I have these days where, I completely lose my shit over some of the things that are said and done about me. And then there's days where I'm like, was it really worth flipping out about? Did flipping out change anything? It sure as hell isn't gonna stop them. So you have to pick and choose your battles as well. But these kind of things, they weren't as bad as they are now before the internet. Because if there wasn't internet, then I wouldn't have been posted on nasty websites. I wouldn't have had my address and phone number posted on these websites as well as my photo. Or, them posting my family on these websites. Or mentioning my children, who were not even 5 at the time, and claiming that they did horrific things to them. The internet has created, let's say, a pillow for these people. They think they can get away with anything they say and do online. But I'm telling you, that is not the case. Not one bit.